Hello everyone, myself S.K. Chaudhary. Today we are here with the second session of scales and measurements we use in our experiment study. Generally today we will concentrate over the electric circuit related to the terms. You can say that in our domestic circuit as well as in our experiment as well as in our study, there is a three type of variables are there. Basically the current, potential, and resistance. So resistance will come in another session. Today we will concentrate over electric potential V and current A, and as well as the direction of the current. So first device we use to measure the current is called electric ammeter. That is our electric ammeter. In this way you will see that A is mentioned here, it is denoting that it is ammeter. So least count is here is 0 and the maximum it can measure 3 ampere. So 0 se lekar 3 ampere it can be measured. You can say that here is a terminal, two terminals are there, black terminal denoting the negative one and red terminal is denoting the positive one. So that is positive terminal, that is negative terminal, that is input, and output you can use according to your requirement. Here you will see that there is some type of boxes inside the readings are there. So if you want to calculate the minimum count or you want to calculate the least count, you will count the boxes inside the 0 to 0.5. So 0.5 to 0 we have 10 boxes. If we divide 0.5 with the 10, then we got the least count. So it will be 0.5 divided by 10 is equal to 0.05. So least count is our 0.05 meter, 0.05 ampere. Basically यहाँ पर we are calculating the current, so that's why it is ampere. So it is ampere here. So this way we can count it up to the 3 ampere digits. So that is the very larger one. We can calculate the very smaller one also, so that we can easily put it to in the circuit. There is a small amount current also present there. It is called milliampere, which is the 10 to the power minus 3 if we want to convert into the ampere. So that is here. So 0 to 250 milliampere we can measure with this device also. Similarly, there is a positive node, there is a negative node. With the help of this node, as well as in this we can minimize the zero error. You will see here this red color knob, the pointer is not up to the 0. It means that it is little bit further to the 0. It's a 1 or 2 point is further to the 0. It means that it have the positive zero error. So we have to manage during our experiment by subtracting from the original reading. So that device have the zero error in this. So initially without in circuit it is giving some type of reading which is called zero error. So that ammeter can measure the milliampere current inside it. So we want to calculate the minimum, or you can say the least count. Again we will follow the same procedure. All boxes 0 to 50 we will count it and divide 50 with those boxes. So if there is a 10 boxes, we divide 50 divided by 10, then we will get the 5. So the one box will show the 5 milliampere reading. So that is our second one. And if the current in the circuit is very smaller one, or you can say that it cannot be measured by this device, is called milliampere. So we have another type of device is called microampere. It is 10 to the power minus 6. So it will reduce the current ampere into the 10 to the power minus 6. So same way, it have the positive terminal, it have the negative terminal. That is the point which can minimize, or you can say that remove the zero error. So it don't have any zero error, the pointer pointing the 0, it means it is good. It don't have any error initially. If you want to calculate the least count, then 100 divided by the number of boxes from 0 to 100. So we will get the least count of this ammeter. So there is three types of ammeter we have. First for the larger reading, second for the little bit smaller, and another one is for the very smaller readings. So these type of instrument are used in our circuit generally, or you can say that very important point is that ammeter is always connected in series in our circuit, because it offers a very minimal amount of, or you can say the zero amount of resistance for the circuit. Okay, so it is always connected into the series in any circuit for observing the amount of current flowing in the circuit. Now another device, another measuring instrument we use in our experiment is called a voltmeter. That voltmeter is always connected parallel to the circuit because it offers the infinite amount of resistance, or you can say the large amount of resistance. Same way, the positive terminal, the negative terminal, the pointer, the scale is there. During the reflection we can measure the readings after putting that into the parallel circuit. We can find out the minimum reading, or you can say least count. So number of ball blocks will divide 0.5. So we will calculate the 0 से लेकर 3 volt तक reading it can be give by this voltmeter. So we don't have the more and minimum amount of devices we don't require in our requirement, that we will able to help this one. And we have another type of device which can measure the smaller amount of voltage or higher amount of voltage. We will see it in this video. Now another type of very interesting device is called, very sensitive device is called galvanometer. So galvanometer, the mention here is this G. Okay, in voltmeter there is a mention, in ammeter there is a mention A, in voltmeter there is a mention a capital V, and in galvanometer there is a mention a galvano or G. So here see that there is a very basic difference. Here you will see that the pointer is starting from this side or the left hand side, 0 indicating. Here the pointer is just middle, and pointer ke left or right have the same type of 10 10, 20 20, 30 30. So same type of readings are inside this one. The pointer is pointing the middle one, which is 0, and left and right have the same type of reading. What is that? Galvanometer is a device used to measure a small amount of current present in the circuit as well as the direction of the circuit. So whenever the deflection is right and left, it particularly indicates the direction of current present in the circuit. So that's why it is giving the two side, right side and left side, the two same type of readings are there. We can count it, least count here, and we can minimize the zero error as well as here. The pointer is indicating 0, so then there is no zero error at this time. It have the negative and positive. Positive terminal is red and negative terminal is black one. So indicating here also the positive is this one and negative is this one. It is very easy to use. Okay. So that is our galvanometer. We have the special type of galvanometer here also, that is having the particularly coil. See that coil. See this coil. So in the Faraday experiment and coming video we will discuss about this thing. So this have the coil. This have the positive terminal, this have the negative terminal, this is the switch for on and off. So with the help of this some type of magnet, we can measure the deflection in the galvanometer. You are seeing that one. So that is our experiment in galvanometer, Faraday's law. We will discuss this later on. So that is our solenoid. You can say that is solenoid or coil. So that whenever we put the a rod inside this one, so there is a deflection, there is an amount of current is induced current is there. So this will be shown, and the LED is also there for indicating the amount of current, and that is the knob for the correcting the zero error. So that is the special type of galvanometer which is used in our experiment, and it is shown here also. So these are basically the basic measuring instrument we use in our day-to-day work and laboratory, in our stabilizer, in our submersible pump indicators, in our different type of indicators. Another very interesting instrument we have is that multimeter. That is the multimeter here. So that multimeter have the common point. We can measure the voltage and the ohm with this one. We can measure the current with the help of these connecting wire. Okay, these connecting wire, these are the knobs which we use in connecting wires. So we will put these wires in common, and according to our requirement, we want to measure the potential, we will put it here. If we want to current, we will put it here. We can replace with according to our requirement by owning this one. So there is a potential. If there is a parallel wave is there, it means that DC current is there. If there is some type of wave is there, then the AC current is there. So we will put it this knob, the regulator, from this side. Backlight option is there, so backlight is also there. So there is a resistance, we can measure it, we can measure DC, we can measure AC, we can measure a transistor type of readings are there. So there is a different type of, we can measure the length, where the amount of current is going and all these things. That's why it is called a multimeter. That's why generally we call this multimeter. So with the help of by these two terminals are connected according to our requirement in the circuit, and we can easily measure out in the digital display. The reading will come here with the negative, positive, everything. Backlight is for the comfortably seeing. So these are the instrument we use in our day-to-day work, and as well as in our specifically hardware stores and engineers and our experiment work. So that is what today we have. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any query, comment to me. Okay, thank you very much.